Yo, man, this is a nice car. What kind of car is this?
It's a Toyota Supra, 2024 model.
Oh, nice. But wait, what kind of wheel is that? I thought this was a flagship model.
Toyota Camry. What is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of The Slip Angle, tonight featuring Project GR Supra Manual, and then also Felix's, we don't have an official name for your project, but Felix's A90, A91, whatever the hell you have.
Yep.
Supra, automatic.
Yeah, automatic, boring.
What's so fun about this is that we're getting rid of the hideous Toyota Camry looking steering wheels that came in these cars. It's so funny because the car is so aggressive. Yeah. It's such a unique looking sports car, and they give you this like
skinny
leftover Camry wheel. They put some stitching in it. They're like, here's some stitching, peon.
Like what's funny is like most of the steering wheels though, horn and the buttons, because everything else is just I don't know, we'll get to the point what we really want.
Anyhow, we got the perfect solution here. It's from a company called JQ Werks. This is their Madtrace steering wheel quick release system. But what's so cool about this is because, as most of you know, modern cars are just rigged up the yin yang with electronics. Everything's electronic, is they worked out the electronics in this hub adapter so you can run an aftermarket wheel seamlessly without having any disruption of the SRS and the airbag system, but also gives you full control of all the factory steering wheel controls, which is pretty awesome.
That's exciting. And magnetic shifters. That's my excitement, obviously.
Which is cool, right? Because you just have like a standard plasticky click.
Correct.
Magnetic gives a much more tactile, direct feel on your shifts. So we approached JQ with a request because off the shelf, these are not compatible with anything outside of a Sparco Momo hub pattern. If you guys know me, my favorite wheel, which I have in pretty much every single car that I own, is the Personal Neo Grinta 350 millimeter wheel, which is made by Nardi. So the Nardi Personal pattern is a different bolt pattern.
Correct.
Now, this is uncharted territory to a degree. So JQ Werks does offer a ring adapter kit. I also picked up just the generic one, which is a little bit thicker. So my goal tonight is to, well, one, we're going to be mounting personal wheels.
Yes.
You're doing, what's yours? Yours is a
330.
330, a little bit smaller. I have a 350 green stitching, which is the internal struggle here, because the car has silver stitching inside of it, and I have those fabric dye markers over there, you know, like I could just change the color in an hour. Doing a 350 in mine. I've always been a fan of 350 millimeter wheels. So we know we can get the wheels mounted with the adapter rings. That's cool. The challenge is going to be can we get the wheel adapted with Nardi Personal horn button, which is bigger than a Momo Sparco horn button.
Correct.
So this is where the challenge is going to lie. If all else fails, JQ Werks hooked us up with the special horn buttons that are for this adapted system on top of the wheel. I think these are available by request, so if you are looking to adapt a Nardi Personal wheel to the JQ Werks system, they have a solution. And they make this for a whole slew of cars. I know all the BMW stuff is covered. I've seen a few more modern cars. I don't know to what extent, but a lot. They have a lot of.
They definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of platforms that they offer the system for, which is really cool. So let's start with a little unboxing here.
Yes.
Walk us through, Felix. We don't really know what's in the box yet.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
We didn't open them.
Which I'm excited. I feel like a kid, I'm gonna be honest. This is probably the first model in a very long time.
Well, not for nothing, this really looks like a race-inspired quick release system. And the fact that all the electronics like also connect and disconnect at the same time is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Just because of that. I obviously we love modifying our cars, but just to have that little creature comforts, it's actually amazing.
You got stickers?
Yeah, a bunch of stickers. I'm assuming you
these are so you can customize the buttons if you want.
Yep.
Cool.
That's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
Yep, just warranty card.
Do you know what this guy is?
Actually, no.
I don't know what this is either.
No,
we'll figure out what this is as we dive in here.
Oh yeah.
It says a thank you. Thank you for joining the JQ Werks Madtrace family. So, this is probably some tool that's like very obvious and like I have no idea what I'm looking at. So I'm sorry about that.
We'll figure that out soon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here's the actual unit. Why don't you pop this puppy out of here?
Yeah, this right here.
I was gonna say pull the adapter out. That's the star of the show here. Motorsport inspired, quick release. Oh. What's it made out of? Oh, aluminum.
Aluminum.
Nice. How heavy?
Oh, do you hear that? Oh, that's
what you want.
That sounds so good. And I'm actually very excited that it actually has a quick release.
Oh yeah,
But one of my biggest things is like, yeah, people, I don't care for it, but to have something like this, I've had my steering wheel stolen, so just to have that a little bit of security where you can take your steering wheel into your house.
Yeah.
They're not going to steal your car.
I like it because if you have to work underneath the dash,
that too,
being able to remove the steering wheel is like a huge like.
I guess just because, just where I was living at for a little bit, but yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't have to like really remove it that many times.
No. But it is nice to get out of the way when you're doing stuff.
Correct.
All right, what else we got in here?
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm getting goosebumps because I'm excited for this.
So there's the ring adapter.
Yes.
For the hub. And then this
actually all feels very solid, so this feels great.
I'm wondering if there's what the weight differences are going to be.
Airbag resistor.
Oh yeah, SRS resistor. Mm-hmm. They got this all nicely foamed up.
More wiring.
So here's the actual steering hub base.
Oh, this is great. Pretty standard.
Also aluminum. Mm-hmm. There may be some weight savings here getting rid of the airbag.
The carbon.
Oh, nice carbon paddles too. You got to run the carbon paddles.
I am definitely running the carbon paddles.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be doing Felix's car and my car, and then I think I said it before, but Felix has an automatic. I have a manual. I think my adapter comes with paddles, but we can remove them. You can obviously change the paddles out
in the front, so you don't even see it.
We'll be removing the paddle system from my hub. But we will walk you guys through the important bits of the install, and let's go start getting rid of those Camry steering wheels. and just for a mileage check on Project GR Supra manual, 540 miles on the clock here.
Oh, that's super exciting.
It's like there's something so wrong but so satisfying, like changing stuff like this at 540 miles.
That's great.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Okay, so here is the hub that's going to go in my car with the manual transmission. We have removed the paddles, so they're just little nubs now. They're just not going to do anything. They do sell a manual version of this hub, which has this completely eliminated. This is just what we got, and it's no problem. They said to run it as is. The paddles don't make or break anything. So I have removed the stock horn button that comes with it. And the reason is because I want to run my personal steering wheel on here, which has a different hub pattern than the Momo Sparko that this is set up for out of the box. So we have the adapter ring, which we talked about, and this is going to go in its place, but they give you a larger horn button to account for the change in the distance and the height of the steering wheel with the adapter in. So we're going to put this on. Now this is also temporary for me because I'm working on a horn button solution that's either going to be ready before this video airs and it'll be later on in this video, or it's going to be just at a later date. So for right now, I just took one of our slip angle SA stickers, threw it over the button here to have a little bit of green to match my stitching. But we're just socking this down right now, and this will be my horn button for the time being. When we mock this up, you'll see that the reason why I'm going to make a horn button is because, well, actually we can show you right here what Felix is. The personal center hub is larger than your conventional Momo Sparko, and the personal horn button is subsequently larger and very tall, so you can't really feasibly adapt it to this system without making modifications, so you're left with this gap here, and this is what Felix's wheel has. I'm running the taller button. He's just keeping the standard one because he liked the look of that better. We are determined to find the solution that works and looks cohesive. Not killing these screws down because they're just little I don't know what these are, M4, maybe M5 threads. They're thin, so just snug. Next, we can install our hub adapter here, and we'll use the taper screws. Oh, by the way, we know what this is for. This is for holding your hub and torquing the steering wheel bolt back down. Okay, so can't use any of my screws because they're all too tall, which sucks because I love the contrasted color screws. I have them in all my other cars. But whatever, I'll go find something somewhere. I'm sure somebody makes a screw that's the correct length that I need.
Yeah, just find something when you get the finalized version of the horn button.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all M6 threads, M6 by 100. It might even say it on the back here. M5. So here is my 350 Personal, here is Felix 330. So something to note, if you do have an automatic car, you're probably going to want a 330 mil wheel in order to get at the paddles. Because if you have a 350, you're going to be more of a stretch.
Yeah, you can get other paddles. Like I'm pretty sure it's a pretty universal.
Yeah, if you can get it, if you would want like a extended oversized paddle for 350.
That also fits really nicely in the Supra too. Like you can see the gauges, no problem.
I wonder, well, stock wheel is 350.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
Oh, you're saying like because this doesn't interfere.
330 doesn't interfere. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so now we're gonna begin the install. And the first step is you gotta disconnect the battery and drain the voltage out of the system for the airbag. And man, this is an interesting process, so we'll walk you through it. We already did it on Felix's car just so we know what we're talking about. We're not looking like knuckleheads, but get ready to get your hands dirty and struggle a little bit.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna have the man talk us through this here. So there's a little notch right here.
Yes.
I don't know if you could see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
There's one on each side. Go ahead, Felix, tell me what I do.
So right now you're gonna break the hymen.
Oh my gosh. Just push through?
Yes.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, there it goes.
Man.
And then right now you should feel something solid like a spring, like it's metal. So you'll be
I hit
hitting.
something, yeah.
And then when you push that, so right now we're just gonna push this in a little bit. And
So-
while you push that in, yep, you have to push it more. You'll feel this pop out. Yeah, you got to give it a lot of force there. You should know, you got to feel for the spring. So make sure you're on the spring and not on a plastic clip.
It's just a metal bar.
Yeah.
Metal bar.
That's the thing that I hit initially?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sliding off of it.
Yeah. It's difficult. There's a lot of force.
Oh, so you said push this forward?
Yeah, push that forward a little bit, add a little space.
This
Where's
is
my
ridiculous. Whatever
Yeah,
happened to just some
Old-fashioned bolts.
some bolts in the back of the airbag to get it off? Stupid.
It's not that bad.
Just do a nice bolt if you could see it. That's all you gotta do.
I'll help you.
I don't know what I'm pushing on though. I don't know if, oh.
Kind of on it.
I think I just slipped off of something
Yeah,
there.
you did. Oh, you got the top part on. So you had the top one off. So we were there. So you just got to do it so we get both the top and the bottom. All right, keep going.
Push more? I
Push.
slipped off of it.
Yeah, get back on there.
Here, I should take my watch off because I feel like I'm going to slip and cut the bottom of my steering wheel here.
Yeah, like that. Yep.
Up.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's a clip. I feel it.
Yeah, you got to push it.
That thing's all the way buried.
Trust me. Might not be on it. Yeah. You got to get a better angle.
It's pushing back on me, though.
Yeah, because we're pushing on. Oh, you got it on the clip. So we're there. So it should pop out. Oh, that's out. That's out. So let's work on this side.
All right, so one side's done.
One side's pretty much done. Yep.
Okay.
Many years later.
You know, why is it that my particular Supra wheel has the the springs that are from hell that are just a nightmare.
Yeah, Felix didn't have any issues doing his at all, but we didn't film that one. It's always when we go to do something to learn it first, it
I know,
goes
and then
perfectly.
we try to show you.
And then we go to film it, and it goes horribly wrong.
So here's the advice I can give you. When you stick if you stick a flathead screwdriver in there, you will feel where it goes in between the springs and like there's tension on it. Back it out and then rotate it 45 degrees. So you're going, or no, 90 degrees. So you're pushing like against the whole spring assembly. You're literally trying to move the spring. You're pushing on a spring. So if you feel it get stuck in there, pull it out, twist, and then push again. That's the best advice I can give you for that. So look at these two setups. Big difference here.
Yeah.
We did get a little bit of weight savings. It was 2.5 pounds. So I will take it. Not nearly as much as I was hoping for, but it's something. It's better than nothing. You know, I have to give a little disclaimer here. I've driven the car now with the wheel. And one of the biggest differences that was immediately apparent to me is how much more road feel I get through the steering wheel. Stock wheel, a little bit numb, especially in a modern car electronic steering rack. Although, like, what the heck, guys? S2000, RX-8, it's a phenomenal electric steering. I don't know what the deal is with these new cars. But putting my favorite Neo Grinta wheel in here, you actually get some vibration through your fingertips. Now I'll just say this. I'm not a person who like really makes that big of a stink about road feel. Like some people will, you know, depower their racks completely just to get more road feel. I only need a little bit. A little bit's fine. You can tell what the hell's going on. You can correct the car accordingly.
As long as it's not numb.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about.
As long as it's not numb. So we're gonna slap this in. We didn't show just socking the nut down for the base, but it's pretty
It's a steering wheel. It's a single nut, right?
Exactly. It's pretty self-explanatory. Single nut, sock it down, bolt the hub to the bottom of this, and plug the plugs in. It's all plug and play. You don't have to wire nothing. But this thing just looks proper motorsport.
Yep.
And I ended up changing the horn button. And
oh yeah, let's get a close up of that.
now, when you look at this up close, you could see the gap here, and that's just because this is a personal Nardi horn button profile, and it doesn't quite work with this hub setup. So there's a disclaimer if you want to go with a Nardi personal wheel on this setup. But when it's in the car, this gap really doesn't bother me, and I wanted to do something that was kind of like an OEM plus like homage to the car, and I found this TRD style silver aluminum button on eBay.
And it works with the horn, right?
And it works.
Well, there you go.
I can hear the world's most pathetic sports car horn. I thought Miata was bad. I mean, I guess like you can almost forgive the Miata a little bit because, ow, still bumping my head.
Because it's a Miata.
Because it's a Miata, but this thing does not look like a Miata, yet it sounds like one. So installation is literally just onto the hub and press on and it locks in. Look at that, powers up immediately, all the lights come on. You have your volume controls, your cruise control. This also, I think, navigates, so no, it doesn't navigate. This is just volume. You can answer your phone calls from here. It's pretty darn cool, and I think the plus and minus are your cruise control.
Yeah, and there's auxiliary buttons too, so you can set up like additional things.
I think now they have that sorted out so you can actually program them the way you want to. But I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't touched a single button on the steering wheel because I'm just such an old fogey now.
Dude, all I care is like, I just want to turn up my volume and change the song.
I mean, like, here's the thing though, you got, because this is BMW iDrive.
You got the iDrive
You have the knob right here where you can navigate, but I still find myself just hitting the regular twisty volume knob.
Yeah.
You know?
I just like not having to take my hand off the wheel to change the volume and change the song. That's all I want. I
guess. How pathetic is that? You know, what I think happened is that the engineers at BMW were really not happy about this collab, and they're like, how could we really shaft it to Toyota on this to show that we don't want any part of this project? And I think that's how they did it, was with the horn. But otherwise, I mean, we're in an era of modern cars, and this is a really cool system to be able to have a plug-and-play wheel and no SRS lights or any malfunctioning of the SRS system. So the rest of the airbags work in the car.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does.
It does look awesome. I still don't know if I love the green in here because all the rest of the stitching is white. For a little while, I was pretty sure I was going to change the stitching to green, but I think because the car is white, I got to leave it white.
So what are you thinking? Put that wheel in your FD?
Well, I already have another one of these.
Oh, you have another one?
in green.
He's hoarding all the green Neo
I'm afraid
Grintas.
they're gonna stop making it. And then I won't be able to get it, and I'll be like, shit. Yeah, I don't know. They don't make a silver or a white stitched Personal Neo Grinta in Alcantara. I think they do in leather, but not Alcantara. So I'd either have to have a custom one done, or my thing is I'm so hung up on the wheels. This right here is like my favorite ergonomic out of any like aftermarket steering wheel. Something the way your thumbs just lock in here. It's damn proper. They knocked this one out of the ballpark, so that's all right. I'll just leave the green. I like green. I put my green screws in here to give it a little bit of contrast. It's a little ricer, but you know, I grew up in
You're a little
I
ricer.
grew up in the Fast and Furious era. What do you want from me? So
That's it for this one.
yeah, Madtrace, you guys did an awesome job. Knocked it out of the park with that. And this is like, honestly, like the one thing that I really hated about the car was the steering wheel. And this is like the perfect fix. And I just, every time I walk by, I stick my head and look at the interior and I'm like, damn, it's like the interior just grown on me and that steering wheel tied it all together. So super stoked on it. That's it. So thank you guys for tuning into this one. If you have any questions, let me know. Let us know. Leave them in the comments. We'll try to answer you. Check out Madtrace, and hopefully we'll be able to deal them soon on our website too. So we'll see you all in the next one. Good night.